Hey, where'd my thing on my bopper? What the heck is going on over here? How do I solve it? I don't know. Testing to red. Still not high enough today. Keeps adjusting its height on me all the time. That looks promising. Testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Okay. There she is. There's my window. Now I need to pin the hookada bookada on the bookada hookada. Whatever that is. Alrighty. Rewriting garden farms. No, thank you. Oh boy. Hello, J-Knock. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How is your streaming going, by the way, sir? I know you were taking off there pretty good for a while. Kind of lost touch. Alright, do I have the right address? Yeah, I believe so. We are listening to Slipstream, and it's just the search results for chill. So hopefully, don't have any weird problems. I had to get it up. Oh, I'm sorry. Too much stress, not enough time. Do you want to talk about it? I mean, if not, that's understandable. Just curious. Alright, do I want to leave this window open, or do I want to risk turning it off? I don't need it, strictly speaking, until later when I'm all done, right? So I'm going to risk this and turn this window off. I don't know what that's going to do. Never done that before. But Chrome is using way too much memory. Where am I at and who am I and what am I doing? Okay, there we go. Right area, live. Okay, ChillCraft is live. And you posted, let me see what that says. Both my kids full-time and my son. Oh yeah. Yeah, busy. Well, when they're old enough, you might be able to, involve them and have them be a part of the stream. I think that's what Luke the Notable has done. He has a little one. I don't know if he has any challenges or anything, but he has his little one sometimes show up on the stream, which is kind of cool. I don't know if that's the best solution, but if the kids are able to, and if it works with what you're doing, yeah, you can have the kids there. You might have to do a different game, though. Still post once in a while. Okay, cool. Well, kids are a treasure, man, so they're a gift. I'm sure you agree with that. Alrighty, where are we at here? Yeah, I hear you barking at me. Alright, everything looks good. If you notice anything gone fishy, let me know in the chat. I think I have everything where I need it to be. Let's see if we're all loaded up here. 27 hours for it to load its chunks. Wow. So I have to let this... And what's 27? Oh, 27 hours, 14 minutes. What in the world is it loading all these chunks for, I wonder? I wonder if I should leave it running tonight if I can get the place to cool off enough. What a foggy day today. Alright, I think we're all loaded in and we can all see everything. So 8 and 8, yep, that's where we want to be. I think we're good. It looks like I need some food. So this is the ChillCraft world, J-Knock. I cannot remember if you've been here and when the last time you've been here might have been. Oh, we're getting near dark. Okay, we'll go wait till it goes dark and then we can go to bed really quick. We got one of the different dog breeds, so they make a lot of noise. Well, J-Knock, I hope you and your little ones are doing good, and I want to thank you for taking some time to join the stream. I know you're real busy there, so. Rafting, oh, cool. Can be dangerous, but certainly can also be fun. And making sure your kids can swim is always a good thing. Can we sleep yet? Eh, we can. Alright, well, let's give you the tour while you're there. So you might remember if you've been here before this little structure. But we're moving out. It's time to move out. Nobody wants to watch a streamer who just has a little tiny shack. So first thing, I did this recently. So now I've got blast furnaces and this. I collect a lot of experience through this. And this is how I process my materials now. Still haven't finished the boat. I don't know if you were there when I started the boat, but still left unfinished. I wonder if I'll ever finish it. And I don't know how to get rid of this Distant Horizons message. Let me see if I can get rid of that. So there should be an option for that. So we'll look for that real quick, but I don't want to spend a lot of time. Oh, and this should not be... Well, I guess 256 is fine. I can knock it down to 192 and make the game run a little better if I want. Let's see. Auto updater. Enable automatic updates. Nope. That's not what we want. Logging. No, we don't want to log. Does not tell me where I can turn off world generation, enable seconds to show progress hiding. Oh. Determines how distant generation progress should be displayed. Overlay chat in a log or disable. Let's do it in a log. And does that turn that off? Did that fix that problem for us? No. Not even. Nope, it did. It went away. Okay. Cool. Alright, so this is, we've expanded our farm a little bit here. And back here in the village, you'll notice we've got some new buildings up. So we got a couple of villager places here. And we've got another one over there. And we've got my version of an iron farm right there. And if I pop out of my head and go zoomity zoom zoom, you can see that I'm still trying to solve this mystery. I've created an iron farm here and I don't even know how. I don't even know how they're generating in there. There's no terrain for them to generate on, and then I got to clean them all out. We'll work on that here in a minute. And this is my tree farm, such as it is right here. So fixed this up, did a little terrain work last time, And this time we need to find, and I want to go look over here because this is my first spot to go look. We need to go find a spot for, and we're now using a backpack, of course. But we need to find a spot for a flying machine farm. I want to build a flying machine sugarcane farm. See, something here is causing these golems to spawn, and by all the logic that I understand, all the game logic, they are not supposed to be respawning out here like this. Because every time that a golem is supposed to spawn, the villages, there's supposed to be a check done with the villagers, and that check should determine if there is a golem in the area. And if there's a golem, it shouldn't spawn one. Yet somehow it's spawning one. Now we've got another problem. Our guy here is also hanging out outside, and we don't want him to escape, so we gotta get a boat or something to put him in. Anyway, they're not supposed to be doing this. That defeats the game logic. They're supposed to not spawn after there's so many of them there. Oh man, I can't put it down. Oh goodness. There we go. Okay, now I can work on the problem. I have to be careful because if I hit these fellas, they might just smack the living daylights out of me. And now you'll see what I mean when I call it the car wash. That's kind of a colloquial term? I don't know. Can't pronounce. Alrighty, so these fellas get to come with me. Right into here. And that's how we get ourselves some free iron. Sorry about the ear blasting going on there. Hello, Berry Pumpkin. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I'm just showing Jay Knock around. Letting him know what we've been doing here. Just got rid of a bunch of golems that were clogging up my little area up here. I still have to solve why and how they're doing that. And next task is to find ourselves a spot where we are going to have a flying machine based farm. Good, I didn't lose any. Excellent. Alrighty, dude, and let's replant some of your materials here. I'll check and see what you have to say in a minute, sir. Oh, okay. And then I need my backpack. I don't want all the potatoes going into my backpack. I need them. Oh, he's finding a way up here, and he's not supposed to be able to do that. Okay, well, we're gonna go fix that right now. That trap door is supposed to make it just high enough that he can't jump up there, but he is surprisingly agile. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have a slab on? I'll just use a slab. It'll look ugly, but it'll work. I got slabs. I'll put a slab on there, and I'll do the same for the other side. That's how come we got a big old worn path around it. And let me check your chat here in just a second. Okay. Oh, hello, Astrojade. Welcome to the stream. Just saw you there. I am chilling. How are you doing, Astrojade? How are you doing, Barry? Hello there. Hello. How good? How are you? Pretty good. Pretty good. Alrighty. Man, we got a crowd today. I'm so grateful. Thank you, guys. Now try to jump up there, you little snickerdoodle. I dare ya. See how springy your legs are now, huh? Yeah. Let me try to figure out how to jump up there again. I don't think so. How did you get a carrot? And what the heck is that? That's not supposed to be in here. You're a potato farmer, man. Get with a program. Alright, what else? Oh, we got more potato. We got more carrots. Some funny business going on here, and I'm not even in the world. And I come back, and there's funny business been going on around here. Hey, that was my carrot. I don't want you to have it. I don't. You're gonna try and plant it again. You ain't gonna have my carrot. No carrots for you. You bad guy, you. Oh my goodness, this guy's got piles of carrots everywhere from somewhere. Well, when they give their materials back and forth, he might be getting a couple. Let's check our little give-up program over here and see how that's going. I haven't looked at a while. Oh my goodness. It's like there's stuff going on all the time, even though the world isn't even loaded on my hard drive and I'm not even playing. There's stuff going on in the background. It's like half this farm is now carrots. I don't even know when that happened. Okay, that is a potato. Look at that, 21 carrots, man. Alright, well, let's check the other guy out. Looks like these are all just singles, so I don't have any more multiples. But here's our bin right here. This is where we're supposed to be. This is even changed. This is not supposed to be all wonkadoodle like that. Okay, well, that's fixed. And then, yeah. And then what? I'm a little confused. There we go. Okay, and we'll grab, well, actually, I won't grab all of those. I'll just do that, and I can come in here and start working on this mess that this guy's got for me here. Give me 1 second while I get my thoughts together. I know I saw some more carrots around here somewhere. There's one. And there's one. Alrighty, he's all cleaned out and ready to just do carrots now. Check your guys' chat in just a second. I'm sure you guys are talking up a storm, so many of you. Alrighty, and how are you doing? Okay, we're doing good. Hey, get out of my hair. Let me get in here and take a peek. Oh, yep, you're doing the same thing now. Somehow you found a way to jump up on this, and you're not supposed to be able to jump more than 1 block in height. But, in your case, I don't see any illegal vegetables. So good for you. Well, let's grab this. That gives me a few carrots to work with while I go in here and fix it. Shut the door in my face, why don't you? I dare you do that again. Okay. I thought I had my hoe in hand and I didn't. Let me check the chat. Hello there, how you been? Pretty good, no worries, it's cool. Are you in a village? Oh yes, I should show you around, Astrojade. I don't believe you have seen this area. I can't remember when I last saw you. Let me go to sleep first. So yes, I am in a village. This is my ChillCraft world. I don't remember if you've been here before. We've been working on it slowly. We have this farm here that's going to provide for us food and emeralds. We have our villager traders are in here and down here. And then here we have what I call the car wash. I just took a bunch of golems through there. That's where I take all the extra golems that are wandering around everywhere. This is where I live over here. That's the boat that I haven't finished yet. And you guys are all going to see something new here in a minute. I think a few of you haven't seen it yet. And yep, that's what the heck am I not? Okay, I know I'm not doing something right, but I can't tell what it is. Let me plant these carrots and make sure that we don't have any illegal vegetables in here. It looks like they're all carrots. Like they're supposed to be. Okay. Yeah, I like this design. I think it's worked out pretty well. They're not producing kids, but I put a bed in there, they'd produce kids, so it's not a bad design for sure. And as you can see, they are giving themselves materials back and forth. So that's really a nice thing. I learned from Devil Dog how to spread it out like that, just watching him doing some stuff on his stream. But yeah, we're getting a bunch of golems that are spawning and they come right in here into this garden, and I don't know how they're doing it. And we have villagers that can jump higher than 1 block all of a sudden, so I don't know how that happened. But let's show you the new thing. These are what the insides of the trading house looks like. We just have our in this place we have our Fletchers. They have their beds, they have their workstations, and I have a little room in there, and I can trade with them and make some more emeralds that way. I've got a tree farm back over there. And here we got one set of our librarians, and we're still working on getting everybody updated. By the way, welcome to ChillCraft, and stream has started, obviously. We now have a new enchantment. We have a vision enchantment, which will give me a night vision effect in the caves, which I think would be really nice to have, because we have a giant cave we got to explore. But that's too much stress for today. So this is the car wash. As for Jay, this is where I take all the golems when I want to get some free iron. Alright, and now to show you guys the new thing. Let me check your chat. I have missed a lot. I have so much to update myself. Oh wow, it looks great. Okay, oh wow, sitting in front of your place is lit. Thank you. You have a lot of crop items. True. Is the crop no automatic crops yet? Oh wow, that seems like a good enchant. Yes, I thought so, because it makes it when I'm playing ATM 10, that's all the mods 10 with Boston, I just find it a lot easier to have the night vision goggles that they gave you. It's an artifact. It makes the caves less scary because you can see like it's night vision. It's not a potion that can run out on you. So in this case, it'll be an enchant. But this is what we're working on. So we want to build a little on this. We need to get our house built up a little bit today. We worked on this last stream. I had to rush through it because I only had a little bit of time to stream. So that's what we've got going on here. And then I'll show you to my shame over here, you know, the little shack that makes anybody that chucks out my streams, you know, they don't want to watch because, oh, these guys, a little shack out there. So that's where we're building a big house. So I have something impressive to show people. But yeah, there's the little shack that we started with, pretty much. And this is the boat that we never finished. And this will become a meme. If I ever become popular, this will become a meme. You know, the boat that Dream Bliss never finished. Never finished it, never will finish it. What in the world is all this here? You guys didn't tell me I had a chest here full of stuff for some reason. This must be for the boat. We do have another portal. It's over that way somewhere. We did generate the terrain using a terrain generator data pack. But we messed it up. We used Chunky to generate the chunks, and that's created all kinds of complications and problems. As an example, probably this Distant Horizon is going to take 27 hours to update itself. I didn't know that you didn't have to use a chunk loader program, that you could just run Distant Horizons and it would do its own chunk loading. The information on the internet was very not updated or purposely misleading. I don't know what to say on it on that, but it didn't tell me right, and I have to now deal with it because this world is a long-term world. I don't intend to leave here anytime soon. Boston isn't happy with me, though, because I just keep doing the same stuff. I'm in the same area. I don't do anything different. I do explore a little bit occasionally, but what Boston doesn't understand is that that's the whole reasoning for this, you know, for my stream world here. That's the whole point of this world. This is a world that's going to grow slowly over time. It's not about rapid growth or progress. It's about establishing a presence, building a world, and like a when they call it a forever world. This is kind of like a forever stream world, I guess you could call it. So I'm in no rush to beat the dragon and go into the nether and go to the end and get my wings and do all that stuff. It's just kind of me just laying back, relaxed, slow pace, doing my thing, you know? And that's not for everybody. Some people want some progress, so, you know, I get it. But I'm not doing the progress thing as of yet, although we are going to venture into the nether at some point. We do need to get ourselves a happy gas. This world is updated, so we can have a happy gas. Gotta do that. Yes, I did do a sort of a design in creative. I think these particular houses, I might have just done them on fly right here on the stream. I think I did. I might have worked some general ideas out, like a general rough idea in creative. I'll check after the stream if I can remember and verify that, because I think I do have a rough shell of something. They're similar in design. I think it started when I did Season 5 Philosophy SMP. Some of the same principles are there that started from that. It's a build-up over time. This is a development over time from a variety of sources. But I'll take pictures and show them in my Discord. If I think I have a little beginning shell in my creative world of this, but I didn't have it as designed out as this. A lot of this was done on stream, right on live stream, so. Yeah, the happy gas looks fun. He's slow, but he looks fun. All right, so our task for today. We need to find a place to put a flying farm, a flying machine farm. Because, as you saw, we have a nice batch of sugarcane. It's working out great over there, but it's time to get serious. And I want to learn how to do this redstone thing. So I've got this big open area right here. And I'm wondering if I want to put the farm in here. But that would mean clearing all of this terrain. We need to get a better shovel to do that. And I don't know that I want to do that on stream right now. And I got to figure out what to do about this cave down here. But we could put the flying machine right here. The problem with the sugarcane now, although I think I have a mod. Let me double check. I don't know if it's been updated yet. Okay, I don't have it yet. Let me see if it updated. There's a mod called Unloaded Activity that updates activity based off of if you've been away and you come back. Because the way that they nerfed the game, they nerfed a lot of the farms. Yeah, it's not in there yet. One of the things they've done to nerf the farms is that if you're not nearby when working on the farm, when the farm's growing, you know, when the sugarcane's growing, it doesn't grow. So you can't be more than a few, I don't know how many blocks away. So that sugarcane that you saw that grew over there, that's only growing from the times that I'm over there. And maybe a little bit when I'm here, and maybe some of it grows when I'm over here, but I don't know that it grows when I'm over here. We'll have to see if that happens. How much that's growing when we're not over there. Right now, as you can see, it's not growing at all. So if I create this flying farm over here, I have to be somewhere in this area for it to be able to have the sugarcane growing and make it work until I get that mod back. I really need to see if there's any other alternative mods that fix that nerfing that the Minecraft team did, because that really needs to be undone. That's a terrible nerf. Plants and stuff should grow when you're not in the area. That's just how it should be. I don't know why they nerfed it. It's a stupid idea, whoever came up with it, but so I bet you we aren't going to see much growth if we're up here working on this building. And yeah, I'm using a backpack. I have a few other mods on here, but this isn't really a modded Minecraft. I like to keep it somewhat vanilla. The terrain's not vanilla, of course, and the backpack's not vanilla, of course. And there's a few other things that aren't, that kind of make life a little easier, but You know, I don't have like strange creatures and mobs and stuff like that going on here. Most of this is vanilla. Our other option would be to put the flying machine out here. I might get some sugarcane if it's running out here. I got plenty of space out here, obviously, to run a farm. Let's take a look around in the daylight and see if we got anything, and I'll read your chat. Noob and Redstone, not playing for a while, and I've even forgotten how to use Redstone. I've seen that farm videos, but I think the farm can leg out your area since breaking a lot of bamboo can be a problem. Nerf, as I said, the nerf was when they decided that plants aren't going to grow if you're not within a certain radius of them. That was a recent change to Minecraft in one of the updates, and it was a big mistake. Alright, yeah, we've got a little bit of an area there. I'm not going to make the farm big enough to leg it out, but that is a fair point. We do not want it to be legging our area and making things chug, so... But I wasn't going to make it very big. I just got to figure out the best place to put it. And I really honestly think that hill over there is going to be our best spot. I don't know for sure, but... Oh boy, he's trying to bring in a big giant box. And get around my fan. Cool. Was that heavy? My receiver came that I gotta now hook up for mom and dad out there at some point. I don't know when. I gotta open it up, make sure it's all in one piece and even functional first. Yeah, let's work on this building a little bit, and then if you guys have anything else you'd like to see or know about, let me know in the chat. And I gotta figure out where I am. I got a little bit lost. We figured out the deck. This is going to be our deck, but we're not 100% sold on this way in and out, this kind of stuff here. Then I think we were thinking about putting in a floor, and we're not going to have a basement, so this is going to be the floor level, I think? Or is the floor going to go? No, it's got to be this level. Yeah, so we got to put that in. So let's do a floor. I think we were thinking some kind of like a dark oak or something. Somebody remind me if you remember. I think we had a plan. Yeah, it's time for me to have an actual nice house. And this house is designed a bit different. This house is designed so that it shows an actual floor plan. Alright, I think what I was thinking was some dark oak or some spruce. I don't remember. I gotta go check my supplies and what I planted. Hopefully I planted the right thing. Probably spruce. Although we could make everything acacia floor. I mean, there's no reason why we can't. We could also do oak. And we could also do stone floor on the first floor and then wood floor on the second floor. Let's go see what our supplies are. I just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. That's why this looks the way that it does, because this is my layout for the first floor and my idea of where things are roughly going to go. So I'm trying to design structures now that are built with a layout in mind. So they're built from the inside out. And I'm having a little bit more luck with that, combining that with just using a general block for the general shape and not do a lot of detail at first. It should go pretty quick once I figure out what I want to use for the floor. So let's see what we can do here. I gotta find out how much stone that I have somewhere. Maybe we can go ahead and do a stone floor. I kind of like the idea of that. Yeah. I could also do a cobble black floor with, and that would work good with the orange, but I don't know if I want the floor to be black. But I could use a deep slate. Yeah, quality of life for sure. That change was meant so that you can have much more Well, then give me the option to turn it off, because I would rather have the ability to have the farms growing while I'm gone than I would not have a playable experience. That's what's more important to me. I don't want a playable experience at the cost of none of my farms are going to work anywhere because they can't grow because I'm not there. So, give me that option, for crying out loud, man. Alright, I don't have any stone, and I think I have some over here, but let me double check that. Yeah, if they want to do that to make it more playable for weaker systems, that's perfectly understandable. I mean, I have a weaker system, so I understand, but make it an option, not a requirement. Let me turn it off if I don't like it, you know? Just putting it in there, catering to weaker systems, and not letting me have a say in that or have any sort of a decision is kind of dumb. And I don't quite agree with that idea. But that's my personal opinion. Not everybody may agree. It looks like we're going to have enough maybe to do one room. So let's go visit the iron mine. We'll do a little mining. It'll be a little relaxing experience. Get ourselves some more cobble. I do have a vein miner on here as well, because why would I want to sit there and spend 3 hours trying to dig out the vein of an ore? You know, I might as well just use the vein miner, and it makes my life a little easier, so I use that. So we're going to be repeating. Well, now I'm kind of leery. I kind of like the idea of wood, actually, to be perfectly honest. And I already have stone for the outside, and that makes more sense to have stone on the outside than the inside. Okay. Changing gears, pardon me while we hit the brakes, and I go look for... I think I have some spruce over here, and I could use my vein miner instead of having to climb all the way up the tree. And we will grab that and use spruce or dark oak for the floor. Dark oak is probably going to be too dark. I don't know. I've never really tried using dark oak for it, so it'd be interesting. Let's see. If I remember right? No, I think it's... Is it crouch? It's crouch. Yeah. Yes! Very good. They even planted my tree afterwards for me. Alright, so that gave us enough to start with our floor. We've got enough sugarcane in here to work with our guys. We need some more saplings. Didn't give us enough saplings at all. That I don't like. Where'd my saplings go, darn it? I need my saplings. This one did right. Okay, so any more parts here? Says there's a part right here, but I can't see it. It must be on this tree. Come on now, you know you can climb that. Where's your inner Tarzan at? No? Not up here, as far as I can tell. Oh, there it is. I see you. Okay, so let's try dark oak first, but I think that's going to be too dark. We've got 4 planted, but we need more fir trees. So, and it took my sapling count, so I'm going to have to check the options for that mod, because that is not going to work for me. I need to have more than one of those planted at a time. It's not worth planting the spruce if you don't have 4. It does mess up the terrain, but I don't really care about that so much, you know? I can replace the terrain, and I've got it here or bordered by the desert, so it can't really do much. There we go. Alright, we will try dark oak. I've never really used dark oak for flooring before. Let's start today and see what we think. Read your chat in just a minute. Did plant 4 saplings of dark oak, so that's good, but I do not like this not giving me extra saplings. I don't like it giving me the better amount. So that might mean I have to use a different vein miner, or I have to check the options. It's one of those selenium mod things from this guy named Selenium or something like that. What are you doing in my building? Hold on. I got a whole bunch of chat waiting for me. Now I gotta go catch up on all this. So do you need a chunk loader? No, chunk loaders cause more problems than they solve. But you could use a chunk loader, but it's just, that's another thing that's been kind of messed with too. And I also agree there'd be more fish if everything done at the same time, huh? Pardon me for chewing here. Yeah, but I'm not a huge fan of AFKing. It's not a huge thing I like to do. I'd rather be doing my thing building and let my farms do their thing. Yeah, I gotta build them up close to where I'm working and operating. I might have to be AFK anyway for 17 hours up distant horizons to generate stuff. Lamp. Yeah, an emoji for a lamp. Building a smartphone close by is fine. You build too many, the leg can make it unbearable, yeah. Black Belt 21 is a farming district away from... Yeah, it makes sense. But look at his farms, man. They're huge. I'm not going to build anything even a fraction as large as my buddy there, Black Belt, man. I mean, for him, this is a shack. You know, this is quaint. He would build something 100 times larger than this. Okay, so now we've got an issue here. We either have a drop-down floor or we have a wall. Yeah, we never thought about that before, but let's put this in here. I've never tried using like dark oak for flooring, and I'm kind of curious if I'd like it. So let's find out if I would. Taking a nap. I love this backpack mod because it's a sleeping bag built in. Comforts mod is slacking. They're not doing their updates. Noisome is slacking. It's not doing their update. They're not doing their updates. Choice Theorem is slacking. They're not doing any updates. Unloaded Activity is slacking. They're not doing any updates. And these are all mods that I depend on and really use a lot, you know. Very frustrating when everybody goes out to lunch and I'm sitting here trying to play my game the way I want to play it in an updated version. One of the things I hate about the whole trying to play mods and stuff in Minecraft. It's a wonderful idea and I love and enjoy when I'm able to play my mods, but half the time whenever anything's updated, just people just aren't on the ball and they don't update for months at a time. And that is very frustrating. You guys tell me what you think. Is this way too dark a floor? I mean, you would imagine a floor would be dirty so it would look dark. I'm going to give that a try, see what we think. It does match with the orange. It does have kind of a good match in there with that. Unfortunately, we've run out of... No, we haven't. We've got these more here. Okay, cool. Got more than I thought we had. We might be able to finish an entire room. What do you know? I'm using for right now this polished stuff. I do like the polished stuff, but I don't like many of the other tough blocks. The chisel looks just way too extreme on those to me. Alright, we finished one room, folks. I wonder if he lost his world at any point. I don't know. In our servers, even if I do a little automation related farms, the lag is unbearable. Oh. So what we did, just like Black Belt, we built it really far away from the base and connected to portals. Yeah, I don't know what to say about the lag stuff, but it should be an option that way if you're running a server like that and you want to be able to not have to worry about that. You should be able to have that option. I mean, that's perfectly reasonable and fair. But if you're just a small-time guy like me, a few little farms here and there aren't going to lag your experience, and you know, I would rather have the plants growing, as I said. So, because I'm not going to build like 10 million giant farms and have them all near my base and cause me problems. I'm just not going to do that. So, it needs to be focused not on multiplayer, but on single player, and then go from there. I think these were meant to be windows, but I'm a little bit froggy. But because it's a sunken room now with a sunken floor, I'm going to have to figure out how we're going to work this. I don't know the layout because I decided to raise up the deck to give it a little change of height of the floor plan. But the issue is that now we've got this sunken floor glow going on here, and you know what, I think this might actually be okay just doing that. Okay, I think these were all meant to be like windows or areas where windows might be. Alright, next thing we gotta figure out is what do we want to do, because we don't want to have everything be cobble out there, I don't think. We've been edging a little bit with this but yeah, we have to figure out what we want. I'm probably going to use for the ground level the polished tuff, and then I just got to figure out what the exterior wall is going to be made of, and right now I don't honestly know. Alrighty, do I have enough here to fill out this bottom part? So for now, we're going to leave the texture what it is, because I don't know what's going to be made yet. Try to figure out our layout and our floor plan, because I'd like to get the walls up at some point today. Let's see, right about here. Okay. And then I gotta figure out what I want to do here. Only got 4 of these left, huh? I don't know if I want this edging to be anything in particular. I don't know. Sometimes I like to do a corner thing, and then I gotta figure out, do I want to have like some dirt here and fill that in, or do I want to do something different? I don't know yet. Sorry, Dream. I'll have to go. You take care. Nice talking with you both. Barry Bear, such a long time. Nice tuning in Thursday, Friday if you stream on those days. Oh, okay. Bye, Astro. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit, man. It's nice seeing you. Alrighty. Well, we've had some cool visitors today. Really appreciate that. It's cool hanging out with you guys. Hello, Boston. How you doing? You tried to sneak on and you didn't make it because I saw you. What's going on, Boston? I'm thinking I'm going to put dirt there, but we're not sure yet. I'm going to leave it open because I just don't know. Okay, so the issue here is, here's our room, and then we go up. That's actually not too bad, and then this will be the same thing here. We just gotta figure out what we want to build the walls out of this. For some reason right now, I'm just blanking out, and I can't think what I want to put in here for walls. Totally blanking out. I don't know what my exterior walls are going to be. Just having a bit of trouble thinking and focusing. I don't think we want to have spruce. I'm pretty sure spruce is going to be too dark for the wall. And won't look good having like a spruce plank. Now we could use dark oak for the walls. That would be a possibility too, but that would make a really dark wall. Yeah, I'm not sold on that. I don't really want to make it look like a lodge and have a log there. A peeled log would not look good either. We've got bricks, but I never liked the looks of bricks. They always look like it's, you know... I've been deep slate on my ATM world there that I play with Boston. We've been doing deep slate. And this stuff here, this andesite, no bueno either. We could try to use some diorite. Man, I am really stumped. I don't know what I want to use for my texture for my walls. I gotta get my head screwed on here, figure this out. I don't want it to be looking like a lodge, although this didn't look like a lodge when I used peeled bark there. Came out really good. What do I got a lot of here? I got a lot of oak. Going to work on mythical agriculture. Okay. I don't know when I will be in there to kind of work on stuff with you. I am stymied. Froze up. My brain just went shut down on me. Do I want to use like a polished what do I want to use? Tiles? I don't think I want to use any deep slate. I don't think that's going to look good. I need to come up with an edging block. We could continue the same thought that we have here with this place. That's another possibility. We could just do like the acacia for the edging. I do not believe we have any. Oh, I need to get out of my house before I can look. Hush, doggies. You're too noisy. I can't think. No, I don't want to do that. I want to zoom. Zoomity zoom. It says I have some badlands over here in the direction that I'm facing, and we can grab some badland blocks. Let's go on a little boat trip. I know I've got a boat around here somewhere. We'll get some eroded badlands blocks and we'll take a look at those. There's also sandstone, but I don't think sandstone's gonna look good with the other textures. Alright, where are we headed? We're headed generally in the right direction. There it is. Oh, you and I will see this all for the first time, I guess. I don't know. We've got bricks. You can make bricks. You can get a stonemason and get him up on various types of blocks. I just can't get my head to wrap around it. If you guys have any suggestions or ideas, let me know. I might have painted myself into a corner here. I might just go ahead and frame it out in a basic wood texture like spruce. And then figure out the rest of it later if I don't like what I have over here. This is a very long boat ride. I did not realize we were this far away. I did generate some villages out here, but without the choice Theorom mod in place, we're going to lose some villages that didn't already generate that were in this area. It's the only bad thing. I don't know why choice Theorom hasn't updated, but it just hasn't, so we don't have any of that on here. We just have the old one. And I don't know how much I generated out here while the old mod was installed. You can delete chunks. There is a way to do this. I think MCA selector is what most folks use, but I don't know about that. My goodness. I've been pedaling for an hour and my arms are tired. Maybe I will have to learn how to use chunk loaders. Maybe that's just the only way to do it. I love the cliffs over here. They're pretty. I say 10 seconds before something kills me and I die terribly. And then I won't love the place anymore. Hey, look at that. We've got an entrance. I don't want to go too far because I don't want to generate a bunch of stuff and then just have no choice Theorom villages by the time choice Theorom finally decides to get around to updating his materials. Oh, okay, we're not there yet. Suppose I could put in an old version of the mod and hope that it runs okay. Alright, let's outrace some lava. What do you guys think? You up for some outracing of some lava? We may not have a path on the way back through. Let's plug this lava hole here. Do I have any stone on me? I do. We'll use cobble. I know what it means. We don't need to have this. Do I have any iron on me? I could make a bucket and use... Oh yeah, let's be smart. Smart people don't waste resources, right? Let's be intelligent. Okay, we got a bucket of lava. I don't know what I'll use it for, but we've got it. Okay, moving along, singing a song. Here we go. Cross my fingers that this stuff is gonna work for me for my design. I don't want to tear too much of it too obviously away. I want to be careful how far I go inland and how much I take away of it. Yeah, we got a bunch of choices here though. Yeah, there's a village. Oh good, that one's a generated choice Theorom village, so that will be okay. Alright, and then I got a little hole here. Oh my goodness, it's going down into the depths of who knows where. Now can I, if I do this, nope, doesn't do anything. We'll get a bunch of these different colors. We can carry quite a bit with me, so. And we'll test them all out and we'll see if any of these colors work with me. And on the off chance that none of them do, we'll cry in my beard. And yes, I know you're curious. We'll go take a look at the village. I mean, it is a choice Theorom village. It is loaded in, so there's no reason why we can't go check it, right? Don't fall in a hole, don't fall in a hole, don't fall in a hole, don't fall in a hole. I'm glad I got a magnet on my backpack that allows me to suck everything in. It's all Boston's fault. He converted me into wanting to have backpacks. And things like magnets in backpacks. Alrighty, what do we have out of all of that? I don't think we have any red. I don't think red's gonna look very good, but we got 15 red. We've got a bunch of brown. And we've got, okay. We'll get some of this side, this regular terracotta plain color here. Please don't let anything pop out of that hole and hurt me. I would not like that. If you're still there, Boston, are you meaning that, I assume you're meaning that you're going to work on mystical agriculture right now, or does that mean you want me to work on it with you tomorrow? Didn't quite know what you meant there, but I think I know what you meant. Well, the problem is, once we do find a texture we like, we might not have enough blocks to create what we want to create with it. Which could be a whole nother kettle of fish. There's a hole down there. How's my pick holding up? We're good. I don't remember if I have a silk pick or an efficiency pick or what I've got. I don't remember what I've gotten. We'll sleep out here on the escarpments tonight. There's some nice wind blowing noises going on up here. Okay, so we just need some more of this brown and the other brown, and then we might have enough to figure something out. Oddly, I'm not hearing or seeing any sign of our friendly little armadillos around here. Okay, it's dark time. Let's sleep. I'm working on it right now. This way we can just work on other things. Yeah, I've been plugging away on that a little bit. I tried to make a little progress. I wasn't able to find a bastion yet and get myself some blaze rods. I think I got everything else. I did go to the end. I got wings. I got a head. Dragon head. Took care of that. I got a bunch of other little materials here and there. I still have to go through everything. I'll probably do that tonight. So I is working on it. I haven't figured out what mod I want to tackle. I think I do want to work more on the furnaces mod, but I'm pretty much done working on that for now. Looks like we got some yellow mustard looking blocks here we can play with as well. I want mostly these kind of tan blocks. I suspect But these are going to be the most useful in our building. I want a few good stacks of these because that is a very, very, very long trip. And you know, in some sense, Boston is correct, because if I had an Elytra, I could get here and back in just, you know, no time at all. So sometimes progress is necessary to get things built quicker, I guess. Any more on my little screen that I'm not seeing that fell down anywhere? It says that there's one down. Oh, okay. Alright, well, we didn't get swallowed by a giant hole in the ground, so that's useful. Let's grab the sand really quick. We didn't bring a shovel with me? Are you kidding me? You know what? Why are we doing this? This is silly. We've got iron. We've got wood. Yes. I knew we had some wood. Might as well make my life a little easier. Alright, well, we got a little extra sand if we need it for anything. Okay, we got enough of the tan ones. Here's some more of those yellow ones. I don't think we're going to need very many of these. I doubt very highly I'll ever find any use for these yellow mustard looking blocks. But let not be said that I didn't grab a few of them on my way out here. Just in case. Alrighty, so we now have a bunch of different colors. We've got 5 good stacks here of that stuff. Where's my mustard color at? About a stack of mustard. We might use the red and the darker brown, so we could use a few more of those. There's another village over there. We got 2 of them, but we'll just explore one of them. I don't want to spend all day just exploring villages. Get some more of this brown one. Unfortunately, this brown one also matches my floor. But that might not be a bad idea. Maybe having the same color or similar color, but a different pattern would work real nice. I don't know. Sure is quiet up here, though, I have to say. I like it. It's peaceable. Alright, well, let's go check out the village. We'll grab some more of this here. Hopefully we have enough materials. I suspect that we're going to be using that tan block more than any of the other ones. But I don't know yet. I won't know until I get back home. Try to limit myself, my traveling time as much as possible. I mean, yeah, I could go all the way over here and collect resources off camera for 3 hours, but who wants to do that, you know? Not exactly an enjoyable time. I always like to try to make the terrain look a little bit nice. Alrighty, how are we dozen? We have 4 stacks of red now, and we got another stack of the brown. Let's see, we should probably have 1 more stack of brown, so let's grab this last bit here. I know this is kind of boring and I don't want to keep belaboring the point. We're going to go check out that village and then head back home. The red I can see using is sort of a highlight color, so... But I might just come back and try to get some more, but... But this gives me a whole bunch more of the light cobble, some of this brown cobble, which is going to really help make sure I have all the materials that I need when we get back. My backpack is nowhere near full, so we've got lots of room. That took a little while figuring out how to give the backpack some extra space. Jeez. I remember that. Because it has a diamond appearance, then it has the diamond level storage. Whoever made the sound effects for the desert, it's weird. It sounds like somebody has their cheeks kind of expanded next to you and going, wow. It's really weird sounding. Definitely sounds like something somebody made with their mouth. Alright, I think that is fair enough and good enough. Alright, gave us 4 stacks of the red. We've got a couple of stacks of sand. We've got a whole bunch of stacks of that. We've got brown. Oh, we got another stack of the light brown tan, which is good. Okay, I think that should be enough. Hopefully I won't need to come back here anytime soon. I can just chill, because that's the whole point of this whole stream thing. You know, we're supposed to be building today, not harvesting materials. Alrighty. And we're going to grab this last little layer of red here, because I can see myself using this red somewhere. And knowing my luck, I will probably decide, you know what, I want to build the walls out of this red stuff and not the brown. And then I'm in trouble. I don't know if you can dye or make more with the plain, if you can change the colors. I've never worked with terracotta much, so I don't know what you can do or not do. But after we get this, let's go to bed. We spent 20 minutes on this. That's more than enough time. 1 daylight cycle. So we're gonna go check out the village, and yeah. If we need any more materials, we've got this entire area to work on, and it looks a little odd now, but it doesn't look too much like somebody's been in here tearing everything apart. Do not want to deal with any bad guys running around out here spawning. Okay. Let's go check this village out as I promised, and That now gives us, yeah, that gives us quite a bit more of the red. Almost more red than the light brown, just a few of the mustard, a bunch of the dark brown. Okay, we're doing good. That should be good enough to get us through whatever we gotta do. We're only gonna go as far as this village. Because they're generated from choice theorem, I don't have to worry about losing anything here. Okay, interesting. Now, we did put a Waystones mod in here. None of these chests have anything in them, so apparently I've been here. And I've cleaned the villagers out, and I don't even remember being in this village. You guys remember being in this village? Because I sure don't. Alright, well, we got some steaks, we've got some bread, some wool. I don't think we need any of that. We'll leave that for now. There should be a waystone around here somewhere, too. Oh, we got a bundle. Is there anything in the bundle? Cool. Definitely have updated. Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, let's help the villagers out here a little. Wow. A little bit. A barrel that contains more barrels. Yeah, okay. It might be that the choice theorem didn't generate yet fully on this one. One emerald, we'll leave it. We'll leave all this stuff for right now. We don't need it. Where did he die from? Where did he die? Where did he get killed? Huh. I can't find out what he died from. I'm trying to look around and I can't find it. Oh. Well, there's no lava down here, so that should be okay. Unfortunately, villagers are kind of dumb, and they love to find their way down into places where they shouldn't be going. That should be good enough. They might still find a way around here, but well, that's also one that they can get to. Let me see. Best I can do for right now. I don't know what they're doing to. Oh my goodness, what? This is a mess. Let's see if we can fix some of this for them. We'll grab some spruce. I don't know how this will affect though if the choice theorem mod is updated. And I have been in here and added a bunch of blocks. I don't know. But I don't know if he's even going to update it, so. Alrighty. Found some armadillos. Almost fell into another giant hole in the ground. I don't know how much better we can do this for them. This whole village has some definite generation issues. Okay, I think we've gone through everything pretty thoroughly. We don't need that yet. They have plenty of kids, plenty of foodstuffs going on. I do need more bread for the breeders in my other thing. This is safe. I mean, can't get up or anything, but it's not gonna hurt him. Extra anvil if we needed it. Alright, well, what I don't see is a waystone in this village. And I still don't know how that one villager died. He died pretty quickly. And I couldn't get over there quick enough to figure out how he died. But yeah, I'm not seeing any waystones. I don't want to generate any more terrain, so let's head our way back. We checked out the village as promised. We may have been here before, but I don't remember. There might be another reason why all the chests are empty. But it's a little safer for them now. They won't die quite so easily, provided that the death thing that they jumped into has been properly neutralized. Alrighty, going home. We got a lot of materials. We're hoping it's enough. Now we just gotta find my way back to my boat. I don't see anything that looks like a boat being marked on my map, but I do recognize this hill. That's a very good question. Let's pop out of my head and look for my boat. I would like to get fairly close to wherever my boat happens to be. We didn't bring it back into my backpack, did we? No, it should be right here because that's where we had it. Unless I went into an entirely different area, but I remember we pulled in right here and then we found that it was, so we're in the right area. I just can't see my boat, but maybe because entities don't load past a certain limit or something. I'm not sure on that. I think a boat's an entity. Alright, I'm still not finding my boat. Lots of fishies playing around. Okay, well, folks, I am stymied. Because I am sure this is where we came into. But there's no boat here, and it's not in my inventory unless I'm blind as a bat, which I probably am. I might have streamer blindness. Simple enough thing to deal with. We just simply make another one and work my way back. Because I know home is over there where that giant tree is. Someday I will find my boat lining up on this shore. It's bound to happen, right? That is so weird that my boat's not there, though. Because I remember taking it, we stopped here, and I thought, oh, I'll just go up that way, and then, yeah, but it's not there. Weird. Homeward bound. Get ready to take a nap. This is going to take a while. And then we'll see if any of these colors fit our build. I gotta admit, music's not fitting me too well. But I'm not changing it. I don't know how to search. I searched for chill. I was just playing everything that showed up in that search result. And that worked out really good because I had a nice long playlist. But unfortunately, most of the music I'm listening to right now sounds like shopping music. I believe that tree is my jungle tree over there. I'll check and make sure we're not missing any chat. When we get safely ashore, if that even happens, we'll have to see. Hello, Black Belt. Welcome to the stream. Pardon my chewing noises. We got stuck. Believe it or not, I got stuck and I don't know what I want to use for my wall textures. It's completely stumping me. So I went to a Badlands little biome and we grabbed a bunch of material. Just listening to your sweet voice as I play, LOL. It's all good. Maybe I'll get famous as an audiobook narrator. Somebody will hire me. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Oh boy. The boat that we never finish. Let me know in the chat, will DB ever finish his boat? Be honest. Can't deploy the sleeping bag. But I can get munched on by a baby zombie. Really? You can't let me deploy it? Urgh. You're almost done with work for the day. Cool. Now what? Woohoo! Got you. Got you twice. You know me, I love to hit these skeletons. It's one of my favorite activities. Anybody else want some? Come get some! Come get it! Come get some! I got a sword and I know how to use it. Anybody else want some? You will be going home. Okay. Go home and put on the live stream of your world, man. Day 3000 and I don't even know how much change. Okay, let's grab one of these boats because we're probably going to need one later. I got 50 of them collected over here. Looks like I got some items I need to pick up too off of the shore. For sure. Give me back my boat. Ah! It's a drowned. Ah! Don't get me. Don't get me. Running away. Alright, it says we've got a little something dropped on the island ways over here. So let's go find out what this is. No idea. It's way over here. Piece of zombie flesh. And then it says we got some more items over here, but I bet these are armadillo stuff from the armadillos. Your pets get attacked now. Your animals and stuff get attacked now when zombies find your pets and your animals. I've been losing some left and right. They especially seem to love trader llamas. No idea why. It says I've got some more here. Oh. It's like we had a bunch of zombies around. It says I have more, but I'm not seeing them. Okay, well, let's check out my inventory. What did we lose? Yeah, we lost a llama. We've got 2 leather. They attacked our llamas. Poor llamas. I soon won't have any llamas. I'm going to have to find a way to lock them up where they'll be safe. Alright, let's try these various textures. And for argument's sake, we'll try yellow. We didn't get any orange, so let me guess orange is going to be the one we like. That'll kill me. It says there's more stuff to pick up, and it says that it's over here somewhere. Did I lose a dog? It says it's over in here somewhere. But I don't see nothing. Maybe it's just because of the dogs being there. I don't know. But anyway, let's go back and check it out. Yeah, I probably do. What do I have on my sword anyway? Let me see. I got Smite 5. How's that? Is that good enough? 3100. Working on a custom super smelter. Yeah, I saw a little bit of that. You showed me yesterday. It was cool. Well, I got stumped. There's just no creative flow for me today. I can't figure out what I want for my wall, and I still don't know if I want this for the floor. Alright, moment of truth. Do we like orange? Actually, sad to say it, but I kind of like that orange color. But let's see if we can live without it, because I don't really have a way to get more orange. That's going to take way too long. But not bad. How about red? You know what? I really like red. I really do. I thought I might. I had a sneaking suspicion. And that's not bad either. It's nice having kind of like an earthy tone. I actually do think I like that more. And then dark. You know, that would be a good alternative for like a border, but I'm kind of curious. I could use this in lieu of for the framing devices. And then I could use like any kind of a wood texture for the walls, or I could use, okay, well, let's take another one of this. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a competition. We're going to get ourselves some wooden. Because we can do the edging, which I was getting stumped on with one thing. If I really need to have it, I don't even know why I think I need to have it. I'm not sure. I don't know myself sometimes. Okay, we got spruce on me. Boy, excuse the burps. Don't know how good that watermelon still is. It's making me burp all over the place. It's like a cucumber. I don't call them cucumbers. I call them cucumbers because they always make me go burp. Alright. Let me check to see. So if we really needed that to edge it out, we could use this combination. We could even use that over here. That's actually not a bad mix right there. That doesn't work. It's too bright. I like the acacia with it. I don't like that. These two work. These two don't. But that's very close to the floor. And I don't know if I want... Do I want dark walls or do I want a dark floor? So what I'm thinking... Let's just put it in this room here for right now. Just on the outside of it. I'm gonna use this dark brown. The only bad thing is, unfortunately for me, I have a lot more dark brown than I have, or a lot more of the other colors than I have of the dark brown. But I know where to get more if I need to. I shudder to think of it, but if I have to, I can go back and get more. Now, next question. Do I want to have this right there? And we never did look at mustard. You know, we got to give mustard a fair shake too, obviously. So let's stick some mustard right here. No, pardon the noise. That was just me being funny. Okay, no mustard. I already knew I wouldn't like that anyway. So, alrighty. So now what we need to figure out is, what would we like to do here? I love to do this kind of a pattern. I've been really getting addicted to it, but I don't know if I should do it here. I don't know. But I'll show you guys what I mean. And we'll see if we can make it look good. I'm not 100% convinced I can, but I would like to try. Okay, so with this, we probably want to use, I think I have it on me. I just want to use some peeled spruce, I think. I think. So we would take that and do... Now we either want to do that or we want to make the peeled spruce be the attraction. I'm going to do the peeled spruce. Do. Oh man, this music is so silly. Let's listen to the elevator music, why don't we? Ah! We're gonna get munched by the bad guys. Go to bed. Yeah, I know what I'm doing doesn't make no sense right now, but it will shortly. I hope. I almost wonder, though, if I want to use a different block entirely. Like, not even use the brown. I think that's going to look better overall. Alright, we'll start with this. But I just love doing this weird pattern. I have no idea why. I'm just weird, I guess. I don't know. Not sure I'm going to like this coloration here. We might use dark oak, which would tie in the floor. We just really have to think about it. We don't know yet. It does make it look, yeah, I don't like the ends. Obviously, that don't look good. All right, let's get some polished deep slate and try that and see how the two look. It probably won't work, but we don't know until we try, right? Right. Hey, let me know how that super smelter progress is coming. And Boston, I don't know if you're home yet or not, but have a safe drive. I think you're home because you said you're working on that. Just going to say have a safe drive, but I think you're home because you're working on it, obviously. Alrighty, let me think. What do you think? I'm not sold. Now, the other option is, of course, to bring this texture that we're using in here, because we have, this is so tough sometimes trying to figure these things out, but we do have quite a few of these textures, so we can use quite a few of them. And I just gotta figure out what would be a good block to go with it, obviously. Alright, do I have enough on me or am I all out? I've got 4 in here, 23, I don't know if it's enough, but we'll give it a try. I don't think we gotta go higher than that. So here is a tough deep slate combo for the edge. Did I have that correct? Yes, I did. Okay. You know what? I can't say, but I don't think I'm sold. Be perfectly honest. I don't think it's the style we want. I'm not entirely sure what the solution is, but for right now, we aren't going to do that. We're just going to do a conventional normal wall design, and if I decide I want to do something different later, I will. I'm just not sold. And let's do something else here too. Let's add a little bit of a difference, because these two don't work bad together, and it would look like, you know, water damage, right? To just sit there like that and then support the entire floor. So all right, so now we got to figure out how we want to roll here. I don't think I want to make it any higher than this, so let's just sketch out what this room is going to look at with these blocks. Not sure that I'm going to do it like this, but let's figure it out. Alrighty. I got enough terracotta to do a sketch out pattern, and then I can put the regular walls in. I don't want to do a lot of details, as I said yet, because obviously get caught up in details and then all kinds of stuff goes all over the place. Alright, what did I decide? We're going to use the red. Oh my goodness, come on. Pick the right... ugh. I don't think I lost any blocks. I'm wondering if I want the red to start here. Still thinking about it, because it would look kind of weird, I would think. Let me check. to have it there, and I'm wondering if I want to bring it in even one more. You know what? I don't mind that, actually. I'm gonna do that for right now, just to see what I think. The same over here. Okay, and then I have no idea what we've got for window designs here. And then the next question becomes, do I want to maybe have more of the wood? We'll feel our way through it. We'll figure it out. There's a solution. There always is. Just requires a little bit of fumbling around first. Now that's obviously way too many windows, but this is the view area, so you're going to want a lot of windows in here. But what the heck am I going to put in this ginormous room? I probably should cut it up into a couple of more pieces, because it's way too big. I have no use for a room this large, but I don't know how I would cut it up at the moment. Our layout's pretty particular, and I just don't know. I could bisect it. I could cut it in half. That's one possibility, and then that changes our window usage. Do I want to cut the window in half? Or the room in half? That's just awful large. I like it that it's so big. I like room, but that's just too much room. Not that very many people would probably have that sentiment. Well, maybe we would like a hallway. Hello, sir. How are you doing? We could have a hallway and then an inner room. That's one possibility. I don't know. Right now, I'm just going to leave it. And then I got to figure out, I don't know that I'm 100% happy with this. I almost wonder if I want the brown to the terracotta. All right, where's my buttons? All right, I know I've got some more red around here somewhere. Nope. Okay, well, I'll go with some. But I'm kind of wondering if I want like that. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, maybe I do. All right, well, we need to go farming. We need to get ourselves some more materials, obviously. The mustard color can go into storage. We can use that. Ah! We have never taken this stuff into one of these stone cutters. I was curious to see what would happen, and nothing happened. I don't want it in there. I want it with the stone chest. And the dirt can go in here. That's perfectly acceptable. And yes, we do have some more of this. Oh, and do I want to go... That's a very good question. Even more extreme here. Might as well test it out and find out. Okay. I can stick at the bottom or at the top, I can stick these smooth ones. But I don't think they're going to work. No, I think I like it better without. I don't know. For some reason that does look really good, so I'll probably just do that. Then that uses less terracotta. Once I figure out how I want to sketch out our rooms, I will good question. I'm not quite happy with that either, to be perfectly honest. I liked it the other way around. I liked it where it was on the bottom. But I'm not enjoying it on the top. I don't know what my aesthetic senses are trying to tell me here. Any more blocks out here? Okay, so we're thinking like this. Is that what we're thinking? Now, do we want to continue like around here? Do we want to do like this? On the inside? Not really. Okay, well, I don't know why I like this look. But for right now, I guess we'll do that. No idea why. I need to see how this looks from the outside. I always want to look on the outside and make sure you're getting somewhere useful here. I don't know, that's a strange color palette, I got to say. We'll just sit with that for a while we think about it. Okay. And I am going to leave cobble on the bottom, underneath. Yeah, the brown even works with the green fairly well. Not perfectly, but it works okay. This is the room I'm most excited for right here. This is going to be my storage room. Boston would hate it. It's going to be a bunch of chests I'll put in there. Okay, well, here's the next stupid question. Obviously, this is an inner wall, and this is a door frame. So, what do? Do we line out the door frame in the same texture as everything? Probably what we will do is something like this. And then we will just do this. Maybe not for the third row. Maybe we'll knock it down a row. Yeah, something like, oh, come on now. But this is where my method kind of shines and really works and helps me out a lot, is that once I get the walls roughly put in, it starts to make sense, you know? Doesn't make sense until then. Yeah, see, that looks really sweet. I like that. And then if we wanted to, yes, we can go all the way to the floor with it. We're still not 100% sure on this, but we could do that. But I don't like how these kind of fight each other. So I don't think I am going to do that. And I think I'm actually going to change it. It's just for some reason, having this trim here along the bottom, it just looks kind of weird to me. And I don't know why. I can't explain it. But I'm going to go ahead and just go back to this original idea. I think I'm going to be happier with it overall. Alright, there we go. We got some wiggling blocks over here. Let's grab all that stuff out. Alright, I don't know if I have enough dark oak to do this next room, but we should probably consider that. Get rid of this. Any other blocks escape around here? Alright, what do we think? Still not sold, but overall it looks okay. It's definitely a unique color scheme. I don't think very many people build in this color scheme. So points for uniqueness. I get that at least. So now here is the next question. Boy, I'm going through these blocks like they're going out of style. Oh, Pookie, get on where I want. Man, my mouse is all messing up on me. Oh, okay, that's probably going to be what we're going to do. And then... Very good question. Maybe also remove these for those as well. It does present some challenges trying to figure out how to coordinate and make things match and look good. But there you go. Now we've got the edging. We've got a little bit of wood in between. And then, yeah, now we can stick in our... And then the other question is, do we want to match that there? But I don't think we do. And then what's going to happen here is we're going to have probably a stair step. But because of the way we've designed this, I don't know how well that's going to work to get me out there. Do I have any stairs on me? But I can make a few. Well, okay, I can get in and out that way. And what about passing it the other way? Yep, that works. And then, of course, you'll have acacia doors on all of these walls. We can go and put the doors in. Oh, I see some chat. Too many chests. The whore, yeah. I know, Eli. I know what buttons to push over there. I know how much you love all of my chests. Oh, yeah. I know what Boston likes. He loves all of my chests. I don't know how to explain it, but I got this weird obsession with the way the doors open. I can't explain it. I can't justify it. It makes no sense to anybody but me. Okay, doors are in. I don't know about windows yet. I don't know if we're going to keep the acacia here. I'm not sure. But there you go. We got some walls up. Let's go get some more dark oak and finish some more rooms. Get kind of a general idea here. It looks like... Well, we like this because we like to see that there, and then that has to be because of where it's located. I'm trying to think this through here. Well, we would have to do the whole thing around, and that would be kind of weird looking. But this is weird looking already, I can tell you now. Stuff we have to live with. Sleepy time. Alright, let's put in some more floors, folks. Let's see how much progress we can make here today. Moo. Yeah, I got an extra sapling this time. I shall take it gratefully. I didn't get one last time. I was kind of mad about that. What is up with this oddball music? Okay, we're getting somewhere. The inventory is getting flooded, and every time the inventory gets flooded, that means that we are in design mode. Took me a minute to get there. Then I gotta figure out how I want to pattern the floors, but what I'll probably do is sprinkle in some spruce. And in fact, because I like to torment myself, let's go ahead and get a few spruce planks together. Here we go. We'll take all of this and we'll take this. Because we love pain and we're going to put myself through it. How's that sound? Alrighty, so maybe something like this. And then we gotta go this way. Alright, well, we've just proven one thing. That we can do this, but it don't look good, and that they aren't as close to color as you thought, or as you think. But that said, what would happen if we were to fill out this floor with, say, one of these terracotta colors? Because like I said, I like to torment myself, so hey, let's go for it. We've got some terracotta, we've got some red, we've got some plain. I don't think I'll use the dark, because that's already being used. It's too bright. Probably red will be the same. Actually, red doesn't look bad, but yeah. No, terracotta's not the solution. Okay, so I don't think we'll be doing anything extra in the floor. I say hesitantly because I don't know of anything right now that's gonna work. There's nothing wrong with having a floor that's all the same color. It's kind of nice to have. Alright, you know what? I'm not officially torturing myself until I try the brown terracotta. Please don't work. Not really. It looks kind of like a mushroom almost. Weird. But it does make me think that perchance I'm not entirely happy with my floor color. So here's my next question. What would I like to do? Would I like red? It doesn't really work. It's too bright. How about this one? This works, but I don't know what I'd mix it with. Alright, well, we will debate on that at a later date. Right now, we're going to keep it all one color, just keep it simple. We'll figure out the designs later. We may be stuck with this floor because anytime I say I'm going to do it later, I probably won't actually do it later. You know how it goes. I'm not the only one guilty of that problem. Now, these cobble that are sitting here floating in the middle of nowhere, I think they're supposed to tell me where my chests are going to go. I think is what my plan was. Well, at least my place will be big enough to be worthy to be streaming world, huh? I'll have a nice big house. Maybe the YouTube algorithm works such that the bigger the house, the bigger the audience. I mean, one could only hope, right? Alright, so what I was thinking, what was I thinking? The chest's gonna go this way, so we'd have 3 and 3. Is that what I was thinking? Or was I thinking that they'd go some other way? I had a plan here, but I don't remember what the plan was. That I want like it's 2 chests stacked here and then 2 chests on the bed. That would look really good. But that doesn't make sense with the way I've put this and spaced it out. So I'm trying to figure out what I had thought of here. So yeah, it wouldn't really work, would it? Well, I guess it could work to have like 1, 2, 3, like 6 here. Stacked on top. Okay, well, we got some ideas. That's what this room is spaced out for. We're going to have a lot of chests in here. And we'll make sure that Boston never gets into this world so that he'll have a poor heart attack, poor guy. Okay. Actually, let's keep this cobble because we're going to cover this over anyway, right? And then I guess I was thinking windows were going to go in here some way. So, this is going to be a problem because we are using this brown as our block here for a trim. So it's going to go all the way across. Why is this short one? I'm stumped. Why is it like that? It should be 2. Oh, 2. Okay. Okay. There's enough room for one more over there. Okay. This is what happens when you go away and you come back a couple of weeks later and you're like, okay, what was I doing? I don't know. Totally went out of my head. Okay, so here is our problem. We cannot trim out these walls if we put windows here in between because there's no way to do that and make that look good. Once we get some more dark oak, we'll have some more shortly. I gotta check and make sure I've got any hiding in my inventory. Yeah, the windows are going to go there. Well, you know what? This actually might work. I might be wrong. Okay, well, that's good. I like being wrong. How many people can say that? This just might work. Because it's similar to the design that I already had over there, so it should theoretically work. Well, then this would probably not be this. Oh my goodness, what did you break that for and why? Oh great, and everything went into my backpack and I can't see anything, it's getting too dark. Arg. Alright, well we gotta figure out this window situation over here. This looks weird, I don't know why. Would have had a big 3 window. That's way too big a window, folks. Well, I might have a window here. I'm not sure. Something's not right and I'm not sure what it is. I'll figure that out later. I'll just delete it for now and I'll think about it later. That's my solution to everything. Think about it later. I might have taken this up too high. Well, of course we run out of more. I mean, why wouldn't we? We like running out of things. That's fun. Fun for all ages. And then the next question is, what's the next... What are we going to do above? But I think we're going to do white. Oh, of course. And we're too high. I knew that was going to happen. It was inevitable. Sooner or later, you have to make a mistake. Well, I'd like to figure out what I was thinking with these shelves for the chest and get the chests put in here. And was I thinking that this was going to be like a hall, and then I think that's what I was thinking. I think it was going to be the chest storage area once we figure out where the chests are going to lay out. And then a hallway alongside it. So that you could just go into the chest area or whatever you're doing there. Okay. Alright, let's hope we have some more tree by now. Maybe I should plant another one. Oh, I got 9 more right here. I didn't know I had. Alright, next order of business. We need to have some chests. We're going to cut this jungle tree and turn that into chests. Lots and lots of chests. More chests than anybody's ever seen in their life. Boy, this tree is producing so many. I don't even want to take this jungle tree down. Oh, let's use this. We got this. We're not using spruce for anything else, right? Let's use it for that. And maybe I'll even get a few extra saplings this time around. That'll work. We'll have plenty of chests with that, and we'll get what we can out of storage, and we will get some saplings. so our spruce tree can grow back up again. We never want to run out of wood. I got so many. Let's plant one more set of dark oak. So many things that I need to make, so many trees out here. I just need to have some stuff, you know. Let's see. How's about to write Zahira? Alright, any other blocks that we're missing? No. Alright, so we've got like 64 spruce. Let's make some chests out of this. Oh, I see how you're gonna be. What do you think, Boston? Should we have 64 chests? Because we're about ready to. I'm not sure 64 is quite enough. I mean, it's a good start. Now the next question is, what are we going to put for shelves, and in what direction are we going to align these? But let's figure this out. And we can finish our floor while we're at it, which would be very nice to be able to do. Okay, so following the pattern we have here, we had two choices. We had it 3 long. One of the choices is something like this. No, that would not work. I would probably go into the corner with this. Alright, let's remove these 3 blocks because we're trying to figure out our patterns here. Wow, I already used up 32 chests. Who would have thunk it? Now this is meant to be a hallway right here. That's what's going on. That's what we've got. This is a hallway. Meaning that what we'll probably be doing here is something along this line. That's a very good question because, yeah, that doesn't work. And I gotta be honest, when I'm working on a house in all the mods 10, I really don't like this corner thing. I'll get rid of it. See if I can find my way through this. I like it more seamless and continuous. So, if that were the case, maybe something like this. And this is meant to be a hallway, so we would probably want to have, yeah, we got 3 top right here. And then this would become part of the wall here. And then this would become the final part of the wall here. Pretty sure this would be a wall. So something like this. Now, we don't want to have a bunch of bad guys spawning and saying hello, so let's get some torches up on parts here. The last thing we need is a bunch of spawning. But yeah, I'm going to change this, and I might regret it because it's going to present some issues for me. And I'm not even sure I like the idea of that. I kind of like the idea of this better. I don't know why. It's weird. It goes against every instinct that I have to work it that way, but I like it. So, no accounting for taste is what they say, right? You like what you like. And this also fixes some problems, even though it presents a few problems. It also fixes some problems. Although that does look a little weird, having this kind of weird orange stripe going on. I'll admit that looks a little funky. You know, like something designed back in the 70s or something. I don't know. It's kind of weird. And then we'll probably get rid of this as well. Okay. So, continuing this theme. Please tell me I have some more acacia planks somewhere. I know I do. Wrong block. All right. And then we might leave the hallway as is, but I'm not sure. Still not sure on all of this, but that I think I like better than what I had. And that makes more sense to me from a design standpoint. Not that I know anything at all about designs. Pardon me. Man, my stomach is just not cooperating today. Alrighty. So I am thinking we need some more toughies. And we got it right here. I just don't know if this is the best color palette. I might want to pick something different for down here. Coming along though, we're getting somewhere. I don't know if it's anywhere I want to go, but we're getting there. How does this look from an outside viewpoint? Little bit of a modern house vibe going on here. Not really what I was going for, but it works. Okay, so the next bit of chests. Ah! One problem when you're trying to place chests. Ugh. Ugh, I keep messing it up. All right, we've almost got 64 chests ready to go. Don't look at the screen, Boston. It might give you a heartache or heartburn. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Might give you some heartburn, man. You don't want any heartburn. All right, the next question, of course, is, do you think I have enough storage? But I think this was the plan. I'm not sure I want to have windows on the sides, so I think I'll fill in those holes. I like to have it where there's certain parts there isn't a window, even though you did. I'm trying to get away from putting windows everywhere, you know? I keep wanting to do that, and it's just silly. So I'm getting a lot of help designing with this kind of pattern in mind. Okay, yeah, here we go. Now we've got our nice hallway, which ends at a window, which is centered. Not quite. Let's make this window a little bigger. Then that would make more sense with the hallway. It should be about the same size. And maybe mirror the hallway. Now the next question is, do I want to just bring the whole hallway vibe here at the end of this little room? And I'm thinking, let's go ahead and break our rule here for just a minute. Because now we're reflecting. There's the entrance to the hallway. There's the window at the end of the hallway. I like it. Let's do that. Okay, and that is our storage room. And if we want to, we can narrow this hallway by 1 and increase our chests by 1 more each and have this just be, because right now this hallway is huge. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like huge amounts of space. I've given myself a vast amount of room here. And if I take away 1 more, then it would be like a 3, which is still pretty roomy. Let's test the feel of that. Alrighty, so here we go. Now we've got this 2 hallway, and of course let's go for the 2 hallway. I want it a little bit narrower. There's something to be said for limiting, you know, and not having walkways that are too big, because then people just kind of float around in the room, and it doesn't really make sense, you know. I like the idea of a 2. Alright, we've got some cobbly right here. Cobbly is going to be our foundation block for now. Alright. There's nothing wrong with a 2 hallway. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. We're still within proper oddball, you know, design principles that you need to have to make everything match up right, but alright, more chests. You can never have too many chests. And then we'll figure out what kind of material we want our chests to sit on. Because our chests have to sit somewhere, right? Oh, come on! Aim! Fire! Crying out loud. Really? We're one short? No, we're not. It's right here. I like that. That's a little bit more claustrophobic, but it feels right. It feels like the right dimensions. I like the other way too, and I can always change it back later. But I like this. It feels good. I like this. Now we can put carpet in here and make this, you know, have a little bit different textures to it and stuff and do things with it. I've been doing trap doors, but because I've given myself so much room here, I'm kind of wondering if I want trap doors. Not sure. What do we want to try? Do we want to try some slabs? Do we want to try some acacia slabs? Do we want some oak slabs? Do we want some dark oak slabs? Do we want some trap doors? I don't think I want dark oak trap doors. I don't know. Would it be bringing in too much dark oak to, oh, okay, I see. We'll make 60. We won't make any more than that because we don't have a lot. We need to be able to make our floor. But let's give that a try and see how that looks. And then when we open a chest and close it, it barely touches the top, which I like. But we made a mistake. Can you guys tell me what the mistake was that I made? You see, the problem with this extra chest is that it now means that I've got no support at the ends. That doesn't look very good. So we're going to remove these extra chests. I think just slightly more than 64 chests will just have to be good enough for right now. We got to figure out what my support system for our shelves is going to be. If we can put more chests in here, we will. But we do not want to put it outside of this area. We want to make sure that it's a good size. Okay, so now we've just got to figure out how we want to do this wall here. Do we want fences? Do we want like trap doors? You know, we could just do trap doors at the very ends of it, but I don't know how good that's going to look. We've got some sticks, so let's play with some dark oak fencing in here. We can also do dark oak gates. The problem with gates is they kind of float around a bit, and we don't really want a lot of floating type stuff. Fences, thankfully, do not stick to chests. That actually looks pretty good. I would support my next row. So I think that's the plan for now. Can we make this look a little bit sweeter is the next question. Because right now it looks kind of dumb with the way this big hairy block is here in the front. And I think I'd like to make it look a little better. Okay, let us try some stairs. We're running out of dark oak again, but that's okay. We've got a few left. First floor is at least about laid out, which is really nice. Alright, let's try this. The problem with the the stair step causes an issue because of, and then if I replace it with entirely with fence, it doesn't look good either. Because how's that holding everything up, you know? Oh, I need that back up there. I don't know of any other sleek way to make this look good. Chains are always nice. You can kind of hang stuff from the ceiling. But that still doesn't solve the issue here. Well, yeah, it actually would. I could put the chains in here on the slabs, but I like the look of the slabs better. The shelves wouldn't have to have any support on the ground then. So let's play with this idea. I've got some slabs here. And I know where I've got my chains. And chains don't connect to each other, so that's kind of nice. I mean sideways. Yeah, and then we can put chest on the bottom, and that kind of gives it a little more of a unique kind of an appearance. Or we could stick barrels. We could even stick them in various kind of patterns to kind of make it look really cool. Do I have enough material to make a few barrels on me? Can you make barrels out of two different types of wood? Probably not. Well, that makes my life a little easier. That made 3. Okay, let's make a few more. And we don't waste any of our slabs from the dark oak, so we don't have to have everything kind of facing like this. We could do like that, and it makes sense. And then if we wanted to, we could have the occasional one that's kind of facing forward so that it looks, you know, a little bit more irregular. We need some more of these bad boys. Do I have any more slabs anywhere? There's my 3. I think we need that many more. Okay, so we would maybe do like one here. Oh no, Pookie. Or we might lean it forward if we don't like that look. I mean, there's not a lot of variety that we can do here, but we can do a few little tidbits. Okay, and then we will have something, a beam, a support. We'll put chains, and then there'll be something the chains will attach to. Let's go and find my chain stash. And oh yeah. Nice long stream today, folks. We did a good job on that. These guys. They just love to climb around on fences or anything else they can get their hands on. No change. But I see materials that I can make chains out of. I think it's about time to dump some inventory. I think we're getting a little bit high on inventory here. Now 8 chains ain't gonna be enough, so let's make a few more. Bubble, bubble, bubble. There we go. I think 40 chains might put a dent in it. What do you guys think? It's nice when you got a lot of free iron. We still need to work on my gear and get my gear a little better. And yes, we do need to go to the Nether and get some supplies. And I need to learn how to find Nether fortresses. But today I just wanted to get a little bit of work done here. And we did. I got into the building vibe because I was getting lost there for a minute. So that is very nice. Alright, so these shelves will be supported by a double set of chains. Oh, Pookie. I fell off. You knew that was going to happen. It always seems to with me. Oh, wow. I almost fell off again and again. Wow, I got some stunt skills today, man. Try that again. Can I stand on top of a chain? Alrighty, folks. It's time for your favorite show, chain parkour. We don't know what these things are going to be attached to yet, but we'll give them plenty of length. There you go, chain parkour. How many other people are going to give you some good chain parkour? Okay, so now we can put signs on the ends of the chest. That will tell us what is in the chest. And The way we've designed this, we can have signs just on one end or the other. So as we come in, we could have the signs on this end, and we've got our windows over here. All right, let's see if we can get our floor in place. We also need to dump a bunch of... Boy, I'm gonna have to stop eating that watermelon. Ugh. Every time I take a bite, I just burp. Yeah, now let's finish it up. Tastes good. It's easy on my stomach. Today was, I admit, a relatively stressful day. And it's nice to be able to have something that doesn't make my knotted up stomach feel worse. Oh, this is going to stay right where it is right here. And I don't know what's going to go in this room yet. But let's finish this first floor up. Now this part here is gonna be a little tricky. This is the window into our front porch, and I'm not entirely sure what we want here. Let's try that for now. It looks good, fits. But yeah, we don't have any windows going on here. You have to come out here to the deck. So this room here is only going to have this lighting over here, and I got to figure out what else we might do. But it's good to have a room like this because you can do a little bit of something with a little room like that. You know, something that you want to put stuff into or do stuff with that you don't really necessarily want a bunch of windows. It can be distracting sometimes. Well, the villagers have been through the place and they have approved of my building. I've passed villager inspection. Okay, we have to figure this oddball dinkly out here. Probably this is going to be another solid wall. You want a little tension when you're building stuff. You want a little bit of tension so you come in and the place looks claustrophobic and you're like, ugh! But then you come inside and all of a sudden everything opens up and it's just, you know, it builds some drama into your world. And it is always good to have a little drama in your world. Not in your life necessarily, but in your world for sure. Alright, where in the world, in your building, in your architecture, I mean to say. I guess we'll take this. Because I don't want to go hunting for materials. Because I'm lazy. Alright, we can dump these two. We can dump the barrel and the chests. We only had a few chests in here. Okay, good. Chains. Extra materials here. This, the fence. I'll make a little bit of room right now so we know what we're doing. We're just going to have a single door entrance. I think it'd be good. Yeah, there you go. Alright, there'll be a little more tension right here. Because there's not going to be anything going on here in this front room. It's just going to look kind of scary. Oh, actually, that won't be. That'll be this. Okay. And we'll put some lighting everywhere because we don't want to have bad guys spawning. Okay, and then we need one more stair step. And I'm thinking it's supposed to go like that will be good. And is that correct? Is that how we're doing it? Let me double check my pattern here. Yeah, so the doors. Hello, sir. What are we selling me? Well, I definitely want your white oak. I might use that later. Get back here, you little... Where are you running off to? I didn't say you could leave. Give me a break. Firefly bush for sure. Oh yeah, we'll take sea pickles every day of the week and on Sunday too. Okay. And now I'm broke. Thanks. Alright, let's have some firefly bushes somewhere. I don't know where exactly I'd want to plant them, but let's plant one over here. I got 12 of them. Should generate some fireflies for us. But I don't know where they grow best. But you know me, I love to have my particle effects. I'll put something kind of a garden or something in here at some point. For right now, I'll just call that good and save the rest of the firefly bushes. Alrighty, I want all of that in here, and then the pale oak. I have no idea what we're going to do with it. We gotta get some saplings. We haven't even tried to find that yet. Alright, so... I'm trying to think now. How was I doing this? We had this room solid, and then the hallway had the stuff. So this technically is the hallway, so the pattern probably should be to put it this way, which means relocating the door, of course. Yeah, then that fits that, and then that fits... Oh, look at that, folks. We've got fireflies. Oh, that is so cool. I'll take it. I love it. Okay. We're going to have to take a picture of that. That's really nice looking. Alrighty, so first floor is done. We've got our hallway in. We've got our tension, and then we open up into here. We'll get some glass and start putting in the windows. I still am stumped about this room. I don't want to put in glass yet. I'm pretty happy with my deck. I think we'll leave it. I'm not 100% sure. And then I'm going to change this. I'm going to put this back to dark oak in here. Yeah, I think that'll look better. Everything else, I'm pretty sure we've got the layout where we want it. Let me know in the chat below what you think. I already know Boston's in love with all the chests that we have. We're going to be moving in. I'll do that off camera at some point. But first, let's look for some glass. And before we do that, let's dump a bunch of materials. It's time for clean out. Inventory clean out. We'll dump everything into these chests. We should have just enough room to dump everything. I don't know where the ice is going to go yet, but look at this, man. We got a mess in here. We got to clean this up. We are terrible at organization. Now, I was wondering if perhaps I want to use a splash of this red color somewhere. So let's keep a little of this red on me, because I have a sneaking suspicion that I might find a home for that. I don't like to waste blocks. I'm sure you guys figured that out by now. I like to use everything I got, and I've got all this red. And now I need a place to put it all. I am really low on space. Okay, we got plenty of sand to make glass if we need to. So that will be good. What are you dancing all over around me for, sir? You're entirely too happy, sir. Alright, we need to warn the pillagers away. That'll be good to have that there. Alright, then we'll take these seeds. We'll take all this natural stuff and dump that in there. Because, keep in mind, eventually we're going to be moving in here, so we might as well have all of our items where it makes sense to have them. Alright, anything else in my inventory? We need to do something. We've got 3 flowers. Let's go find a home for them. We're going to take all this sugarcane here. Now, I think I didn't get to the redstone today, so I think I'll have to try to design the sugarcane farm I want to design next stream. I'll do that on camera. I can't promise. I just don't know from day to day what I want to do, but set that intention at the very least. Let's keep the lava bucket in me. Who knows? Maybe I could use that someday. Okay, we can get rid of all that sugarcane later. Okay, so now I wanted to know. Oh, you lost one of your leads. Okay, well. Hello, sir. Okay, now that we have you in our collection, let's see about putting you in your pen, because all my other I got one of my other ones got killed, so you'll replace the one that died. And then we're going to go look and see where we can use that red terracotta. Okay, we've got a slight issue here in that I can't really get him inside. I need a slab. I got rid of my extra slabs that I had because, I might have them in this barrel. Villagers keep using them to get into the pen with the animals. I don't know what villagers' obsessions are with animals, but they love to get in there. Watch this guy, he's going to jump right on in. I don't know how to get him out of there either. I'm stumped on that one. Alright, while we're here, let's dump the inventory. I think we just have a bunch of ingredients stuff. And then flowers. Where do my flowers go? I guess over here. And we don't really need this bottle of raid juice, so let's put that in our ingredients slot. But we will keep these two items here, and then leather should go in ingredients. And the ice, but I don't have any room, so down here I guess. I need to fix this at some point. Alright, I lost my red blocks that I picked up. I must have stuck them back in the thing, but that's alright. How's this looking from a distance so far? Is it terrible? Actually, no, but it does look a little angular and blocky and almost office-like, so we're going to have to really work on it to make it fit into the terrain better and just be more interesting. Oh, you lost. Did you lose your lead somewhere? Did I get it? Okay, you lost another one. Okay, well, you can just kind of hang around there for right now while I work on what I'm working on. So what I was wondering is I wanted to know if I wanted to stick this red anywhere. We'll grab him in a minute. What if I want to put it here, but I don't think that's going to look good. I don't think there is anywhere. I was thinking, oh, we could put this somewhere. If I stick it on there, I have to redo all the doors. And I was wondering if I wanted to do it in this arch, but I don't think I do. No, I think I'm happy with what we've got. So we're going to stick with what we've got for right now. Okay, let's go see if there's the lead that he lost maybe up here. Is this where he lost or is this an egg? Oh, this is an egg. I don't see any sign of the lead. Let's go find my llama and take him back home. But I'm going to be lazy and a little bit mean this time because I don't want to spend all that time trying to do something with him. We're going to take you and put you next to the fence. Never tried running with the lead before. I'm kind of curious how well they handle that. Okay, so that's good. We got an egg we don't need anything for. Alright, last order of business. Look for some glass. We want to try and get those windows in of the built parts that we know are going to have windows. The living room still has to have some work done. I don't know where things are going to go there yet. That one needs some work on my part, and I might even want to make it a different height than everything else. I'm not sure yet. Oh yeah, I got plenty of glass. Time to sleep. I think 38 ought to be enough for right now. Last bite of watermelon. Think it's time for a walk for sure. Oh yeah, let's do one more thing before we get too much more carried away. I want to create a theme here. In some areas where this is touching the ground, I'm going to have just the occasional block. Of deep sleep. Just to kind of give it an idea or a sense of it's been sitting in the ground kind of a thing, and it's wet. Not going to be a lot of it, and I might scatter some more around. I don't know yet. Like right here, I might have one or two. Then I'm not sure about the porch stair yet. So that will leave the way it is. Alright, so we know that this is going to be windows here. We're fairly sure on that. So we know we've got that figured out. Oh, we don't have our steps in place. Let's get our steps. We want to finish our decking steps and all that stuff while we're here. I thought I had more doors. I must not have. Okay. I need to find a button that allows me to quickly transfer this back to my inventory. Alright, so yeah. Well, that ain't gonna work. There we go. Alright, and then we can put a little bit of a light right here on the door, which I'll make sure I have enough. Oh, okay, I see another flaw I made. That was too many. I didn't mean to hit that many times. Good though to get through this now, and then everything on the first floor is done, so what's next will be to figure out how the second floor joust supports layout's gonna be. I'll probably just copy what I've been doing. I kind of like what I've been doing. I'll probably just keep doing that. I've been doing on Boston's server. Okay, this room is ready to go. I don't know what it will be yet, but there it is. We're almost certain, but not 100%, that this is all going to be windows here, but we do think it looks a little odd. But I kind of like it. I like the fact that there's a lot of light in here, and I can see what's going on with my chests. Alright, well, we're not so sure. We're a little stymied. We don't know what we're doing here. For right now, let's fill it in because glass is cheap. I can make more of it just to make it feel more complete. And, but for right now, I don't think I like what this space is like at the moment. It seems like way too much living room So what I might end up doing is maybe taking a corner out of this and making a room there. It's just, it presents problems trying to divide this up. Like, if I divide it in half this way, that's fine. We can have a wall here and we can have two separate long rooms. But that looks kind of weird too, so I'm just not sure the solution. But now let's take a look at the outside. It's looking good. Alright, let's take a picture to kind of give an idea of what we're working on here. Oh. Alrighty, and then I will see if I have any of those house prototypes in my thing. I see something here I want to change. Just one little slight change I want to make. I believe I have the blocks on me to do it. Something that I'm not quite liking. The more I look at it, the more I don't like it. I want to go ahead and do this. I don't know why, but I just think that that looks better, and I want that to be done that way right now. And once more, I'm thinking, let's grab, say, these two by this plant here, and do that, and then probably call that good, just to give a little hint of a bit of a different texture. You know, like this water right there on the tip of that. Okay, so the last thing, this is going to be a stairwell. We did not know the size that the stairwell would have to be. But this is going to be a stairwell, so we need some stairs. We need some cheap and dirty stairs. We only have these 12 from that. Do I have any cobble stairs? Oh, okay, I have a lot of these tough stairs. So the plan here, I'm not sure how it's going to be yet, but it's going to be something. You probably want about 4 there. But that's what the plan is here. Okay, that's pretty good. And then all we have to do is grab the top out of storage and grab this and put that on there. Because while some of this is going to be tough, and I'm going to go ahead and remove all this inner, because I got plenty of tough right now anyway to deal with that. I'm going to make a couple of wet ones here and maybe 2 more here. No, 1 here and then maybe 1 here. No, that doesn't look right. Let's just have that be a normal one. And then I gotta figure out what's gonna go back there, but that's probably gonna be stone because that's more of an exterior. Not gonna be used very much spot. Alright, we need to go to bed, but let's check out the fireflies. Oh, I love them. Flying around. Alrighty, so sleeping and get this floor and get the wall in. On to the next task. So seems fair enough, and then we'll just put these blocks away. Finish this wall, and this will be the exterior access, but we will have to put protections in place because we don't want, you know, bad guys climbing up the stairs and greeting me in the morning. But this will be the exterior staircase for our thing here. We need more acacia. And now what I did on my world on Boston server is I didn't quite... Oh yeah, this is not going to work. I did a bit of an angle on it, so I might do that here. I just don't know yet. Now, more than likely, there will be a door, so you can come in here and there'll be a little storage. And yes, that's a very good question, but I think, yes, this will be removed. Okay, let's go find me some acacia wood. I know I've got to have some somewhere. And finish this little wall out. Probably gonna be a little place for like a little tool shed or I don't know what, but it'll be a little storage there under that stairwell. Just not sure what it will be yet. I knew I had to have some acacia and even have an extra barrel if I needed it. All this stuff we should take back to my storage areas, so probably do that later. Get all these chests consolidated and moved in up here. Get myself all moved in. All right, there we go. And this would have a stairwell on the inside with a door. Do we have any doors left? Yes, and we have some steps left. Good. Gonna have to eat some food here pretty soon. Wrong direction. Gonna be facing out this way. Okay, and then I don't know what's going to be on the underside of this. There's not going to be a lot of room in here to do much of anything, but it will be there, and we will find a use for it. I don't know what we're going to use for steps. I got the dark oak, and I got this. So let's see if the dark oak works. Oh, that's not going to be a good spot to put that either. Okay, let's get rid of this. Alright, now the slight issue that we might find here, yeah, we also have to figure out what the floor is going to be up here. But the slight issue is that we don't want to interrupt where the, did we not bring any extra? I guess we didn't. Okay. Those chains have to attach somewhere, so we don't want to be getting in the way of that happening. I think we're going to use oak up above, so let's just grab some oak and give it a try. I think it's going to look really good. It's going to be lighter colors upstairs, darker downstairs, I think. Can't swear to it, but that's what I think. Oh, I see another issue. So maybe for this it will be dark because we want to match fairly close what we've got going on there, so that will work. Alright, and then that's actually not accurate because we're going to need to go, there's going to be a floor level up here, right? So you need to have one more set. Thought I had it figured out, but I didn't quite yet. Okay, so now we just have to figure out how these walls are going to work. We might even be moving this brown trim up by one. That's a very distinct possibility. But then it does present some issues with our windows because our windows are kind of set into place as they are right now, and I don't know how that's going to look to move it up by one. Well, this will be the exterior staircase. I wasn't going to have an interior staircase, but I can change that later if I want. I got plenty of room in that stupid living room, don't I, to put one, so. And then we'll have some kind of a fence, and we'll have a little patio here. We might even take this and extend it over so that way you can get over here and have a nice fenced off little patio. Well, you chose to dive off of that, you idiot. What are you thinking, man? Let's extend that patio and see how that looks really quick. And go from there. But I am very tired. For sure. No, I already bought everything you had. You ain't got nothing else I want, man. What are you thinking? Come on, move. You don't want me to kill... Hey. Do you really want to die? Do you? Do you? Because it can surely be arranged. Well, there's a good question. Possibly. Okay, and then some fences. We don't have enough. Ah, good, I made extra. I was smart. What do I think of that? Now we've got it all where we can put in a, oh yeah, let's match that. That I don't like. Okay, that's good. And then at some point we're going to have a fence because we don't want bad guys coming in and saying howdy do. So we'll have something like this, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Maybe not have this extra stuff. I don't know. The fireflies make buzzing noises. I like it. Alright, do we have any fence gates? Please tell me I do, or I'm going to be mad. Okay, I'm going to be mad. And that is it for me, I think. Let's do 3 of these. And now we can keep the bad guys kind of at bay. I don't know if I want it that way or if I want it closer, but let's do that for now. You know what? I don't like it. I don't like how that's sticking out. I don't like how that looks. Let's try something different. Can we just have, will it be okay if I just put my stuff right here? Yeah. That doesn't bother me any, and it doesn't look bad either, I don't think. And then I can put, just to make sure, an extra fence here. And that's where we can put a lantern later. I don't know if I have any lanterns here. Probably didn't bring any. No. Because that would be easy and we would have things make sense. But no, we didn't do that. So we'll have to go get lanterns. But we can do that later. I need this. This is going back to this drawer. Alright, and so that will be the plan off camera. Maybe if I go off camera and do any work, I'll put some lanterns on there. I want that to look a little better. I don't believe I have any lanterns anywhere around. I could put a couple. I think I see something glitching out over here. Is that an Enderman? I saw something flickering and flashing by. I need to get some more carrots. My guy's been hungry. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? Okay, I'm just gonna make some because that's just easier than trying to find any anywhere. I just want my lanterns right this second. I don't want them an hour and a half from now after I do a bunch of trades. I don't know why I don't have enough. Guess I need to make a bunch more. Did I stick the material in here? Yes, I did. And I have more than enough. Oh, this needs to go into the wood chest. Well, that's only enough lanterns for one area, but that's okay. That's good enough for now. It gives me an idea of what we're thinking and what we're planning here. Okay. So there we go. We've got my staircase, and it is technically an external staircase, but it fits there, and we can actually bring that in one, which I'm going to do right now. We're going to do a slight adjustment because that can match up now with this level here, so we can bring it in one. That's going to look a lot better, I think, in the long run than what we currently have. But we need to have some dark oak. It should be the final tweaks we've got to make here. Come on, don't spill over the place. And yeah, we just need these two. And the nice thing about this is that this will allow us to have a little more space in our storage room. But I don't know if these are the final textures we want on this, although it does match and bring in the floor. So that is good. And then I don't know if on the underside I want to stick with this tuff that I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of, or what, but right now that tuff is just annoying me. Because I am particular, let's just take this last 15 dark oak and turn that into a few steps. Be just enough to finish this. Okay, and then I don't know entirely what is going to happen there. For now, I'll put that there, but I just don't know what that's going to be later. Now we can put this here, or we can go a little more fancy. We got an extra lantern after all, and we can just stick a lantern somewhere in here. You know, like, that isn't going to work, but maybe right here on the other side of the door, or here. Yeah. Let's try here. So now when you go in, you've got this little space, and we could have some storage or whatever. We might move the lantern up a little bit. Could even put it up here in the top of this, too. Not 100% sure of the best course here, but we could do this. Oh yeah, let's just do that. That works. Gets it out of the way, gives us a little storage cubby there, and it's all lit up. And then when we come up here, this is going to lead on to our second floor. Not sure what's going to happen here, but let's go ahead and for right now, you know, one of the things that folks like to do sometimes is they like to have like a vent or something going on. What would that look like? Let's give that a try really quick. Yeah, that looks really good, yeah. Nice little vent for the house there. I don't know if I'll keep it that, but there we go. So that's our plan, that's our design. This is where we are. Alrighty folks, my voice is about out and I'm about out, so it's time to go. I want to thank you guys for hanging around with me. I hope you had fun. I'm sorry we didn't get to the flying machine farm. I'm hoping to do that next stream. But as you can see, this building project is going to take us a while. We still got to figure out what to do with this living room. So if you have any ideas, let me know in the chat. I am thinking about splitting it up into maybe a hallway and 2 rooms, or maybe 2 rooms off the hallway. I don't know yet. But I like the layout overall. It's looking good. I don't know what's going to go in this room. Probably a workroom of some kind. Don't think we have enough torches to keep the bad guys out, but you know what? I think it's going to be okay. I think it's looking good. Let's do one more aerial view. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream. Alrighty, so there it is. That is our aerial view. It's definitely unique. There's not a lot of other, players that build like this, so it's definitely unique. I'll tell you what. If nothing else could be said about it. Alright, catch you guys later. Yes, I know Boston loved all of those chests. Alright, we need to go to content. We need to go to live.